is Justin, and today we're going to be talking about things that you can do to better prepare and better remember the vocabulary words that you're learning in class. So we all know how frustrating it is when you are speaking to someone and you can't find the precise word that you need, or when you're reading something you keep having to put your book down and find a dictionary or find a translator. So learning vocabulary and having a good vocabulary is really important. So there's no real secret to how to learn vocabulary or any secret tips that you can find to learn vocabulary. Obviously, you're going to learn quite a bit in class, right? And the vocabulary that you're learning in iSkills or in speaking and listening class, the big thing that you can do is just repetition and review, right? When I was studying German and when I was studying Spanish, I had the long list of vocabulary words and you just kept repeating them over and over and over again. And they worked, because brain research shows that repetition is the best way to repeat and to learn vocabulary, right? But your brain can only hold so much information at a time, which is why you have to constantly review something, right? We know that when you hear something and it's not repeated, your brain is going to forget it. But if you hear something and it is repeated within 30 seconds, your brain will keep that information for 1 to 2 hours. So continuing to review, continuing to look over these words as you're learning them in class. Now, of course, you only have so much class time, and the vast majority of the learning that you're going to do is actually going to be done outside of class time. And this is where you can get the most effective vocabulary work done. And the number one thing that I would say about learning vocabulary is you need to activate as many of your senses as possible, especially your visual sense. Again, brain research shows that vision is the most powerful tool in learning. So if you can associate the words you're learning with a visual image or with a picture, your brain will hold on to it even longer. When you are studying your vocabulary words, don't just read them silently. Actually say the words. Right? Activating both the visual and the auditory senses will help make a deeper impression on your brain, and your brain will keep that information longer. Also, just the fact that you are practicing these words, right? Using them in your speaking, using them in your writing. Again, if you don't use these words on a regular, consistent basis, you are going to lose them, right? That's just the way it works. Also, when you're studying, think about studying word parts, right? Those prefixes and suffixes that you read in class, and the root words, and figuring out word families. So, in other words, if you know the root word, take, for example, the word stable. Right? If you know what the word stable means, when you are reading or when you are listening to something and you hear a word like unstable, instability, stability, stabilize, you might not know the precise exact definition of that word, but because you've studied the root and you've studied those prefixes, you can make a really good guess and make a general understanding of what those words mean. And finally, the best way to learn vocabulary is just to read. Right? Read everything you can get your hands on. That's actually the most natural way that native speakers learn vocabulary, is through what they read and through what they hear. So that is probably your best option. Just read as much as you can. Right? That lets you see the words and lets you see them in context and get the best understanding for how they are used in an accurate, authentic situation. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, those are the tips that I have for you, and I hope that they are helpful to you, and I hope that you will do very well in classes and expand your vocabulary as much as possible.
Thank you so much for watching our video. To stay updated with our latest videos and the latest news at ESLI, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in our next video.